Welcome back to the channel. I'm Bob Will, and this is Metal and Madness. Today's reaction is a song by Ren, and it's called Money Game Part 1. This has been requested on numerous occasions, so today we're going to get into it. I am aware that it's a trilogy, and as much as I would have liked to have done all three back-to-back, time constraints don't allow that at present. But I will do parts 2 and 3 when time allows. If you do like this reaction and I suppose lyric analysis or breakdown, call it what you will, please like, subscribe, drop a comment, let me know what you think. And without further ado, we're going to get into it. Let's go.
It's a strange time we're living in. War can put fear in. Hierarchy parties, they make us feel inferior. Greed runs through parliament interiors. Devils walk among us, they fit the criteria. Eerie theory, strife, fearing, weary-minded men when we're clearly living in dictatorships. Nearly blinded by illusions to choose who's fooling who. A ball chained to your shoes on pain. It's a crying shame. The pursuit of our own wealth lights a flame that makes greed a game that lets this whole war burn. As the world turns, the whole world burns. But money was invented for trade, but now those bits of paper twist hearts, make slaves, turns a saint into a sinner, a child into a killer. His finger on the trigger of a money game.
Okay, some pretty hard-hitting lines there. As usual, I've got the lyrics up here, so I'm just going to run back through there, or through most of them. Again, my interpretation. I may waffle on a little bit. If that's something you don't want to see, feel free to go and watch the the unedited version of Ren's Money Game. The link is below in my channel. So yeah, start off with strange time we're living in. The world can put fear in you. Boom, first line. It's already set in the mood, isn't it? To say, we're living in crazy times, and fear is being used against us as such. Whether it's news, politicians, social media, everything's designed to keep us anxious, isn't it? Keep us anxious, keep us looking over our shoulders as such. Then we move on to hierarchy parties. They make us feel inferior. Greed runs through the parliament interior. Absolutely. That's just saying, I suppose, the people in power want to keep us feeling small. Of course they do. While they keep stacking their money, they're making the decisions that benefit them, not us. That's always been the case. That will always be the case. But that's what I believe. Hierarchy parties. Government, big business. What are they all about? It's greed, isn't it? It's not about helping the people. It's just greed. Full stop. Staying in control. Where do we go then? Devils walk among us. They fit the criteria. Yeah, that's basically saying corruption. Corruption is everywhere, isn't it? And the people who thrive in this system are normally the worst of the worst. Eerie theories strike fear in weary-minded man, because we're clearly living in a dictatorship nearly. I think Yuri's pointing out, how conspiracy theories, fear-mongering, it keeps us stressed, doesn't it? And not just stressed, it keeps us divided. So, yeah, honestly, if you think about it, sort of how different are we from a dictatorship? We're told we have a choice. Do we really? Drop a comment. Let me know what you think. Blinded by illusions to choose. But who is fooling who? A ball chained to your shoes. I'm pained, it's a crying shame. Yeah, the whole idea of freedom in a capitalist system is a bit of a joke, isn't it? Just not a funny one. We think we're free. In reality, we're not. We're just playing the role they want us to play. That it's really that simple. We work to survive. Stuck in debt, constantly chasing after more. It's what they want. A little bit more. Blinded by illusions. The pursuit of our own wealth lights a flame that makes greed a game that lets the whole world burn. Now, that one's quite deep, isn't it? Well, it's all quite deep, but that one's deeper. To me, that is saying, our obsession with money and success has turned into a game. Again, that game is literally destroying everything. Society, relationships, the planet. And yeah, that's my take on it. A few more, then concentrate on turns a saint to a sinner, a child to a killer, his finger on the trigger of a money game. Money makes people do crazy things. Desperation can push people into crime, violence, even war. Look at history. At the end of the day, everything comes back to money and power. Absolutely brilliant. Just a quick note on the video. Again, from the short amount we've watched, I think we'll be 55 seconds in. Looks like it's going to be another one take. Don't know where that setting is, but it's grim. I want to watch a bit more of the video before I sort of try and analyze that a little bit. So yeah, let's go.
His finger on the trigger of a money game. Oh, rain, 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 rain. A storm, it comes our way. And those who rise through distorted lies, poison in the veins. But we like to point the blame, 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 blame. It's easier to blame, but point the mirror at ourselves. We're all part of this old money game. Stop.
Absolutely. So yeah, just get into the chorus. Rain, 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 rain. Storm, it comes our way. It's a warning, isn't it? Something bad's coming, whether it's, I don't know, sort of financial collapse, political corruption, something else. We can all feel it coming, or I'd like to think we can all feel it coming. And those who rise through distorted lies, poison in the veins. Absolutely. People at the top, they didn't get there by being honest, or very few got there by being honest, in my opinion. Most of them got there by lying, cheating, generally playing dirty. Again, look back at our history, or not just our history, world history. That'll back up my my thoughts on that. But we like to point the blame, 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 blame. It's easier to blame. Absolutely. This is where Ren turns it on us. We like to point the blame, 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 blame. Yeah, he does. Yeah, turns it on us. Because let's be real, most people just sort of, we'd rather blame somebody else than take responsibility for our own part in the system. Point the mirror at ourselves. We're all part of this old money game. Yeah, that's the truth. There's nothing else to it. That's the truth. Whether we realize it or not, we all play into this system. As I touched on the last sort of the last line, we buy into the lies. We keep that cycle going. Do we challenge it? Very rarely. Do we accept it? Most of us probably like to think we don't. But here we are. Let's go.
But point the mirror at ourselves. We're all part of this old money game. Stop. Dear Mr. President, it's evident that everyone's a resident of fear when they support these ideas to keep us separate. When they make us believe that everybody is coming to terrorize you in the streets, they say proudly through gritted teeth, that's my right to hate, that's freedom of speech. But when did freedom become a reason to hate? A way to justify a racist slur or insult we make? There's an irony in freedom, cause us in the West, we have pillaged and plundered the murder like savages, colonized all of the rest. That's called hypocrisy. Preach a certain value that you never keep yourselves. Your country was in flames, you denigrate yourselves in a second. Still you spit your venom, demonizing immigrants when really you're the immigrant, cause all of us are immigrants or descended from immigrants. Irony is imminent, I'll shed the light on immigrants. America was colonized by Britain. Britain, it was colonized by Rome, and also colonized by the Saxons. They were German, by the way. You know how people throw shade upon the Germans because of history's pain, and yet we made the same mistakes all again. Demonize a whole people, Jewish or Muslim, the same and the same. Old situations play on repeat, the same old TV shows repeat. Yeah, we worship the bleak, our opinions aren't our own, and we follow like sheep. There's no left, there's no right, in the middle we sleep. Rain, 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 rain.
Absolutely. You'll listen to some of that again in a second. My lyrics gone. There we go. Dear Mr. President, it's evident that everyone's a resident of fear when they support the ideas that keep us separate. Absolutely. Again, straight up telling us that, the governments want people to be scared. They want us to be scared. What does fear do? Keeps us divided. Always has, always will. Can't see anything changing anytime soon. And not just divided, it keeps us distracted, doesn't it, from what's actually going on. When they make us believe that everybody is coming to terrorize you in the street, and they say proudly through gritted teeth, it's my right to hate, that's my freedom of speech. Yeah, this pointing out the way that hate is justified, isn't it? In society, or how people try to justify hate in society. So, the media convinces people that certain groups, immigrants, minorities, whoever, are a threat. Honesty. And then people use freedom of speech as, an excuse to be racist and xenophobic. When they make us believe... When did freedom become a reason to hate, a way to justify racial slur or insult we make? Exactly. Freedom should mean what? Equality, fairness. Yeah, pretty much. But instead, it's twisted into an excuse for discrimination, isn't it? Again, my thoughts. Let me know what you think. There we go. There's an irony in freedom, because us in the West, we have pillaged and plundered and murdered like savages, colonized all of the rest. That's called hypocrisy. Yeah, what do we do? What do Western countries love to do? What do we love to do? We love to preach about freedom. And as I've said multiple times throughout, look back at history, it tells a different story. Colonization, slavery, wars. We've done it all. Preach a certain value that you'd never keep yourselves in your country. If your country was in flames, you'd emigrate yourself in a second. Absolutely. All the crap people talk about immigrants, like they're the problem. But if that situation was reversed, they'd be the first ones, running for the borders and looking for safety. I pretty much guarantee you that. Yet still you spit your venom, demonizing immigrants when really you're an immigrant. Absolutely. Probably one of the biggest hypocrisies of all, isn't it? Everyone has immigrant ancestry. That's just a fact. But yet people act like they have the right to say who belongs where. You don't. We don't. Then America was colonized by Britain. Absolutely. Britain was colonized by Rome. Absolutely. Also colonized by the Saxons, and they were indeed German. Again, it's just sort of reinforcing the fact that migration has always happened and always will. Nobody's truly native, are they? Or truly native to one place forever. You know how people throw shade upon the Germans because of history's pain, and yet we make the same mistakes all again. Absolutely. We don't judge, do we? But yeah, people do love to judge. But, you know, we're repeating those things. Demonize a whole people, Jewish or Muslim, the same. And again, that sort of address now, history keeps repeating itself. You know, whether it's anti-Semitism, Islamophobia, or any other kind of discrimination. Old situations play on repeat. The same old TV shows repeat. Yeah, we worship the bleak. Our opinions aren't our own, and we follow like sheep. Absolutely. Again, you know, we don't even realise how much, excuse me, of our beliefs and opinions are shaped by the media. You know, we consume the same narratives, the same divisions, and what do? We go along with it. There's no left, there's no right. In the middle, we sleep. Huge line. You know, politics makes it seem like you have to pick a side. You don't. You know, but at the end of the day, I suppose all sides, both sides, you know, they're all part of the same system. So, you know, and like most people do sort of stay in the middle. Well, as Ren's videos depicting, basically, stay in the middle, asleep, not realizing how we're being played, how they're being played by the system. Yeah, let's carry on.
Shade upon the Germans because of history's pain, and yet we make the same mistakes all again. Demonize a whole people, Jewish or Muslim, the same and the same. Old situations play on repeat. The same old TV shows repeat. Yeah, we worship the bleak. Our opinions aren't our own, and we follow like sheep. There's no left, there's no right. In the middle we sleep. Rain, 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 rain. A storm it comes our way. And those who rise through distorted lies, poison in the veins. But we'd like to point the blame. It's easier to blame, but point the mirror at ourselves. We're all part of this whole money game.
Force people to see if they don't want to. Let's burn it all down. Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely brilliant. And not in a fun sense of thing, but the you know the writing, the video, and obviously everything it depicts. So my final sort of takeaway, the name of the song, The Money Game, brilliant, but it's not just about money, is it? It's not just about the money, it's about the power, control, the way society is designed to keep us in line. So yeah, it's a fear, greed, division, everything that fuels the system we live in. Um, and I suppose my question to that, and I'm inviting you to drop a comment and answer this one, is do we keep on playing that game? Do we? Um, or do we start changing the rules? Or can we start changing the rules? Are we capable of changing the rules? Let me know. Let me know what you think. Yeah, so I'm going to leave that there, but just sort of going on to the video, because I know I tend to sort of concentrate on the lyrics and try and break those down. And a lot of people have gone, oh, don't you just watch the video? Don't you see what's going on? I do. So I suppose just I was taking a few little notes as I'm watching it as well. So the way I see it, the video, obviously again great choreography, one take right the way through, absolutely amazing. But the bag over the head, I'm assuming then that's society, your everyday person, us just carrying on as normal. Not sort of questioning anything, not being able to see what's going on, or just plain accepting it. This is how it is. But what I did notice as well, the society. I know Ren needed somebody to play the guitar, and although he had, society was sort of blind and just following the norm. His hands were free, or society's hands were free. Could have took the hood off at any point and, woke up, smelt the coffee, saw the light, and got on with it. What else is my notes? Yeah, so the drawing of the eyes, as I said, I think I did actually say it out loud. You can't force people to see. Even when the truth is shoved sort of right in front of you, some people just can't see it, don't want to see it, refuse to see it. Maybe for the fear of what would happen next. Who knows? And then towards the end, I thought he was actually going to burn society down. Clearly, he didn't. I think that's just born out of frustration, isn't it? I think maybe the only answer is to sort of destroy society, destroy everything, burn it all down. But then in the end realizes that he can't. You can't destroy society. You can't change the world and until you sort of change yourself. Don't know. Let me know what you think. Because if we really wanted out, we could, couldn't we? I'm not trying to start a revolution here. But if we really wanted out, we could. Everything that keeps us there. Throw your phones away, your computers, everything that keeps us locked in. Just walk away from the system. But will we? I doubt it very much. So yeah, I'm not going to babble on any longer because I think this is probably going to be quite a long video, or quite a long reaction already. So if you do like this, you have enjoyed it, please do like and subscribe. It means a huge amount to me, and it is really, really appreciated. As I've said multiple times throughout, drop a comment. As you'll notice if you look through any of my videos, I read pretty much every comment and I'll reply to them, especially on this video, because I'd like to hear and read your sort of perceptions, your takes. If you've got a genuine sort of position then on this, stick it in the comments. I'll read it. I'll reply to you. Happy to have a debate, have a chat. Yeah, and there we are. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll catch you on the next one.